I thought it was a very relatable story, you know, like a dad trying to decide whether it's time to let the kids go off and have their own adventure, or is it better to keep them definitely safe and perhaps a little bit, you know, limited. So I thought that that was a very, very relatable thing, but I also felt like it was such a fun adventure movie as well. Yeah, I'm definitely like Mac, but I haven't yet discovered the joy of the world outside. I don't have cats, but I have a cat, and I am so, so protective of her. So I totally, totally related with Mac until he had his character shift and became adventurous, and then I had to act. It was really exciting. I met my kids for the first time. I hadn't met them before, but I've, acted against them and their performances for years, genuinely years now. So, really surreal moment. It's rare that you meet someone that you've been working with for 5 years, 5 years later. No, I mean that was part of the reason I wanted to do the movie. I think Elizabeth Banks was already going to do it, and I'm just a huge fan of hers. And I knew her a little bit personally back then too, and I just thought she was wonderful. So I was like, yeah, I want to do this to work with her. Well, I mean that's what it is, right? So many other the other movies coming out aren't for everyone. You know, sometimes something awkward happens on screen, and you have to like avoid your parents' eyes all day. Not in this movie. And it really is a movie that I think kids will like because it's got it's really funny and fun and exciting. But I think grown-ups will connect with it too because it's really about family, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it's genuinely one of the best-looking movies of all time. It's gorgeous. Benjamin did such a beautiful job. I really enjoyed working with him because he really always approached it very much from a story character perspective. And I think he's really, really imaginative. So the action scenes in this movie are really exciting and unusual and surprising. And so I would love to work with him again. Yeah, I mean, doing voice work is it's very different from acting, acting on screen. Because you can really change your performance months later, I think the movie keeps adjusting and your performance keeps adjusting and your character keeps adjusting. If you're doing a movie where you're on screen, a couple weeks later you're like, oh, that scene I did, that wasn't exactly my character. I wish I could go back and do it. You can't. With this, you really can, and you discover your character over months. And you always have the freedom to go back and adjust something. So for an overthinker like me, it's paradise.